What is up guys, it's your boy Swollam here, back with another Dragonflight gold making video. So if there's one way that people love to make gold at the beginning of Shadowlands, it was through shuffling. Now I've been playing the beta quite a while so far. We've been doing a lot of testing, both through gold farming, professions, crafting and different ways to make gold. I have been uploading videos on pretty much every single way to make gold in Dragonflight so far, but I haven't covered any shuffles. So today we're covering one of the shuffles that I've found so far on the beta that I think can be very profitable in the expansion itself. Before that though, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has checked out my Dragonflight gold guide. This is a massive gold guide for Dragonflight that I've made myself all the way from scratch. It is currently 155 pages long, and by the time you're watching this video, it can even be even longer as well. I am in the middle of making a big update right now that will be going live before the expansion comes out, covering professions and which professions to have, and how to make gold with every single profession, including which specializations to grab. So for example, the big thing about professions in Dragonflight is that you now have specializations in every single profession. So as an enchanter, you can go into enchantment, insight of the blue, or rods, runes and ruses. So I cover these in the gold guide as well, and we have a massive gold guide Discord server with access to even more gold making info, as well as a huge community around gold farming in Dragonflight. So if you are interested in making gold in Dragonflight, definitely do check out that gold guide through the link down below in the video description and a pinned comment. Either way, let's talk about shuffles in Dragonflight, and the one that I want to mention so far in this video uses two professions, so you want to have leatherworking and enchanting. You don't need to have them on the same character, but personally I would want to have them on the same character, just to avoid the hassle of sending stuff back and forth. But basically we are taking advantage of having leatherworking and also enchanting. You also want to have skinning, or you will have to buy leather from the auction house if you don't supply yourself with materials from skinning. So let's take a look at leatherworking first, and the first part of the shuffle. So the first part of the shuffle is to create some item that you can disenchant. For this purpose you can create several different ones. So you for example have these ones right here. All of the Pioneer sets require the same materials, so 16 resilient leather and 2 dense hides. Personally, I think the actual dense hides will be way too expensive to craft and make it profitable at the beginning of the expansion, because these dense hides will be somewhat rare. So what I have decided to do, like these ones are 343 item level, I have crafted the lowest item level ones possible, so 316, and they only require basic materials. You can use resilient leather and adamant scales, which will be found in huge quantities at the beginning of the expansion. So you'll be getting lots of these very early, and you can then craft these into a blue item. So what I have done so far is I have crafted 40 of these in my bags that will be disenchanting, at least some of them right now, just to show you exactly how that works. So once you have crafted these, you then want to disenchant them, and I'll be talking more about that in just a second. I just want to disenchant a couple of them. So when you're disenchanting, you're getting a vibrant shard. So right here, just vibrant sharding it up, just crafting those vibrant shards once again. So now we're getting vibrant shards and also some chromatic dust. So we are getting both chromatic dust and vibrant shards. Now if you only want to have chromatic dust, you can then use your enchanting. So you can go over to enchanting right here. You can then go all the way down to, let's see, crystalline shatter. You can then shatter these vibrant shards, and 3 vibrant shards will give you 9 chromatic dust, or 1 shard for 3 dust every single time that you just destroy these. So that is how you supply yourself with endless amounts of chromatic dusts. So for the next part of the shuffle, we are now crafting a different item that once again, now you will see we require chromatic dust. So this is why we are taking advantage of leatherworking, to supply ourselves with something to disenchant that is very cheap, to give ourselves chromatic dust. Now we are combining 6 of those chromatic dust with 2 wither barks to make an enchanted wither bark wand. This is a 343 item level wand, so by crafting these ones right here, we can now craft all of those, and we can disenchant those as well for further actual materials that we're getting from those wands. So let me just actually craft a few, disenchant a few, and get back to you about what the shuffle is actually about here. Okay, so now that you are disenchanting these ones, this is the big part of the shuffle. So if you go back down to the bottom left of my screen right now, you can see my chat box, and we are getting anywhere between 1 and 3 vibrant shards per disenchant, and also between 5 and 9 chromatic dusts per disenchant. Also, just now, we got a resonating crystal and a vibrant shard, and that is the major part of this shuffle right here, those resonating crystals, and I'll talk about exactly how to obtain those in just a second, but this is a very profitable shuffle where you're getting all of the different enchanting materials, including resonant crystals from these ones. You're also getting a lot of blue items, and you're getting some vibrant shards or some chromatic dusts back, that you can then use to craft even more of these ones to make it even more profitable for you. And yeah, the way you're doing this, you're just getting so many vibrant shards, and you're also going to be getting quite a few resonating crystals from this shuffle, and these can be worth a lot in this expansion, especially compared to an expansion like Shadowlands, where we had a massive amount of those crystals coming in every single week from World Quest, and there was a mob in Bastion as well, which dropped a crystal. This time around we don't have that one, at least that I have found so far on the beta. I don't have anyone that is dropping that as of right now, but yeah, once you do this, you will then see I have gotten 1 resonating crystal from this disenchanting 20 different ones, and the way you're getting this is through an enchanting specialization. So if you go back to enchanting right here, you go to specialization, you will then see I have the insight of the blue, and I have spent 50 points right here and 40 points right here. The important part here is having 40 points in Draconic Disenchantment, so you will see right here, upon having 1 point, you will learn how to increase your disenchanting potency, gaining a small chance to acquire additional reagents when disenchanting items, giving you more stuff while disenchanting. You will also learn how to do the crystalline shatter through this one, so you will learn how to destroy, for example, the blue shards, and getting dusts back. So that is a vital part of the actual shuffle itself that you need to have the specialization for. You will also learn how to better disenchant armor and gaining professional equipment, gaining a small chance to acquire additional vibrant shards when disenchanting them. So the armor that we supplied ourselves with through leatherworking, we will now get more stuff by disenchanting those as well. And going all the way down here, you will learn how to better disenchant weapons, gaining a small chance to acquire additional resonant crystals when disenchanting them. So the reason why I got a resonant crystal right here from those ones is because I have this exact point. So you will need to have 40 specialization points spent into Draconic Disenchantment, and to unlock this one right here, you will have to spend some points here as well. You will have to spend a total of 10 points into Insight of the Blue. So in total, you will need to spend 50 points into Insight of the Blue, 10 points into the actual talent tree special Insight of the Blue, and then 40 points into Draconic Disenchantment. And once you have that, this shuffle will make you insane gold, and you will start getting resonant crystals left, right, and center. Now, if we go all the way back to leatherworking and that part of the shuffle, at the beginning of the expansion, like when you don't have those 50 points spent, you won't be able to get these resonant crystals either way, and the vibrant shards might actually be worth quite a bit. So what I would do for the first 1 to 2 weeks until you actually unlock all those 50 points is simply, like if I disenchant right now, you will see every now and then we get those chromatic dusts that we can then use to, like now we got chromatic dusts, we can use these to craft the ones, right? And disenchant those when we have the actual talent. Like now we got a shard. For the shards, I would sell these the first 1 to 2 weeks, sell the shards and keep the dusts. Don't break the shards down into dust, because I think there will be a lot more dust on the market than there will actually be shards, because shards you only really get from disenchanting blues, but if you are just sending questing items or disenchanting questing items, you will get so many dust throughout the expansion, while the shards are more rare and then the crystals are even more rare than the shards. So to recap, at the beginning of the expansion, when you are just doing this part of the shuffle, sell all the vibrant shards you're getting, keep all the chromatic dusts and spend the dusts to craft the wands, but don't actually disenchant the wands until you have 50 specialization points spent into enchanting to give yourself the actual chance to get resonant crystals from disenchanting those wands. And that way you can make a lot of gold by having leatherworking and enchanting, and you also kind of want to have skinning to supply yourself with the actual materials needed to craft these items as well. So skinning to supply yourself with resilient leather and adamant scales, and you'll be getting a lot of those by following the path that I have made in my Dragonflight Gold Guide linked in the description down below, where we have a lot of different skinning gold farms for the expansion. Either way, that is the shuffle that I wanted to talk about today, probably one of the actual most profitable shuffles in Dragonflight, that I hope will make you a lot of gold. Let me know your plans in the comment section down below, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more Dragonflight gold making content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.